In this video, you'll learn how to integrate Google APIs inside of NAN workflows. The first one we'll start with is Google Drive. It has a trigger that watches a specific folder. So just select that and you'll have to fill in this credential field. Hit create new credential, and now we will work on finding whatever we need to place inside of these fields. This is the Google Cloud Console. Click over here. If you don't have any project, then select new project. You'll have to place a name such as free course, hit create, wait for a while that's actually being created. And then remember to select it up here as soon as it's done. So now it's done, hit that, and you're inside of its panel. Inside of this panel, you'll head over to this menu, hit APIs and services, credentials, and this is what you'll see. First thing you'll have to do is create credentials, OAuth client ID, hit configure consent screen, and this is where you'll fill in your branding. Place in the AI Forge, for example. The user support mail will be my own. Hit external, hit next, type in your own email address if you wish, and understand that this panel is basically setting up an application inside of Google based on whatever you're creating. Whenever you do get this production, Google has to understand who is the contact information that the users will reach out for. Hit create. It's going to process, and now the branding has been created. Head back to the clients panel and hit create client. If this doesn't show up, just refresh the window and it'll update with your correctly inserted branding. Select web application, and in here in the authorized redirect URIs, you're going back to your workflow, selecting this URL. Just by clicking here, you'll copy it. So hit add URI, place that in, hit create, and now you've successfully created the keys. Get this ID, head back to your workflow, fill it in there. Then for the client secret, it'll be this. Fill that in. And now if you try to log in with your user, you won't be able to do so. The access will be blocked because you need to be a tester of an application that isn't production ready. To add yourself as a tester, click in audience, head down to the test users, add user, and here you'll type in your email. Hit save, wait a while, and now you can head back there, hit sign in, select your email, and it'll ask you, are you sure you want to sign into this application? Since it's not verified, just hit continue. And these are all the permissions you have to allow for Google Drive. But before doing that, you have to head over here, select this menu, go to APIs and service, and this process will be the absolute same for every single Google API application. Hit enable APIs, Google Drive, select the Google Drive API, hit the enable button. You'll be redirected back here. This is the old interface for Google Cloud. So if you just click credentials, select your client, you'll see this data access field, which is where you can add or remove scopes. The scopes we want to add are these ones. So see, edit, create, and delete all of your Google Drive files. That's right here. Select that. Go to the next page, because in the next page, we'll find the view photos, videos right here. Go back one page, see, create, and delete right over here. And this is, as it says, a way to allow this application to interfere inside of your own Google account, see, edit, create, and delete all of your Google Drive files, as well as any other scope that you select in here. In case you don't see these Google Drive API scopes, it's probably because you still haven't enabled it in the API section. After you selected the ones you want, hit update. They will go down here, then hit save. And when the data access changes are saved, you can head back to this model, select everything, hit continue. The connection was successful. To verify if it's working and has access to your Google Drive, select this dropdown and you'll find the folders inside of that Google Drive. So I have folder and media in here, and it's tracking for a specific folder. I can select the folder for it to track for. So if I select folder and watch whenever a file is created, every time I create a file in here, it will automatically detect that and start the workflow. Now, as I said, the process for every single Google API will be the same. So if I want to add a docs, select Google Docs node here, get document, and I have to place in the credentials. Create new credential, then I'll need the client ID. It will be the same client ID as we had before. So just open up clients, the client ID, place it in here. Client secret is this one. Place that in there, then sign in with Google, And as you try to sign in, it will log you in, hit continue, but now it will show all the scopes you need. So it needs these scopes from Google Drive. You can head over to the data access, add or remove scopes, see, edit, create, and delete only these specific Google Drive files you use within this app. That option is right here, but we won't find this option of see, edit, create for Google Docs. Let's update this, head down here, save it. Now that it's saved, let's go over to the menu, APIs and service, enable API. Same thing, type in Google Docs. It'll probably show a dropdown with Google Docs API. Select that, enable it, wait for a while. After it's enabled, head to credentials, web client, data access, add or remove scope. The scope we need is see, edit, create, and delete all your Google documents. That's right here. Select that, update, save. As soon as it's done, hit select all, continue. The connection was successful. And now you can fetch for a doc that you created. So in this case, I'm going to just type in blah, get this URL, place it in here, test setup, and now it will be able to visualize that document.